Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching. My name is Eamon Dillon, and we are going to go into an introduction of the Fall 2022 Dean's Case. So what we're going to cover today is a quick introduction to the Management Consulting Group, which is the organization behind this case competition. We're then going to give you a quick introduction on what a case competition is before giving you some information about the competition that you will all be partaking in.
So to jump into the Management Consulting Group, we're a professional development organization with 3 branches that include the Competitions Committee, which runs this competition and others, the Education Committee, which provides educational help sessions to students during these competitions, and 180 Degrees Consulting, which works simultaneously with 3 different local Binghamton nonprofits and consults with them to help them grow. Our mission statement is to develop students into professionals equipped with all the necessary skills to pursue a career in consulting. So looking at the e-board real quick, my name is Matthew Plotzker, and I'm the president of this organization. We have Eamon, who's the vice president of competitions, Helen, who's the vice president of education, and George, who's our vice president of 180 Degrees Consulting. And you can see our senior advisors on the right.
So looking more specifically at the competitions committee, I have 3 committee members, Frank, Victoria, and Caitlin. We're going to be here throughout the process to assist you with any questions that you have about the case competition.
So looking at some upcoming MCG events, we're going to be running a help session on Tuesday, September 6th from 6:15 to 7:45. And that Tuesday actually is a Monday schedule. So this help session is going to begin shortly after your Management 111 class. So we recommend coming if you have any questions or want any input on what you're doing with this actual case. Additionally, we want you to keep an eye out for a Career Week event we're going to be running with Ernst & Young and Dean's Mentoring Program, which is another organization on campus. And that's going to be Tuesday, September 13th. And you could also see some more contact information on the right and some more resources that we provide.
So the Dean's Case has been around for 8 years, with MCG being involved for 7 of those years. In this time, we've done really cool companies like Netflix, Best Buy, Subway, and Lego, and you will see what company we selected for you soon.
So taking a look at a case competition, what exactly is a case? And a case is a simulated business project and problem in which consultants have to provide their expert recommendations and implementation advice in response to certain challenges and needs. And those are the challenges and needs of the client specifically. So your role is to identify different problems and provide 3 thoughtful recommendations along with implementation plans for your solutions and quantifiable support like financial information and implementation timelines to solve the actual business problem. And we would also like for you guys to include any risks and mitigations that might occur as well. So to talk about how cases really relate to you as students, the goal for them is to develop analytical, presentation, and teamwork skills, and to really be able to display them to potential employers. Obviously, this is more of a simulated competition, but the goal is for you to work through these competitions to really develop the skills. So when it gets time to meet with these employers, you're already really well versed in them. A case win also looks really great on your resume, and it provides you with a really cool glimpse into the consulting industry as a whole. For employers specifically, in the current business climate, it's very common for most firms to give a case interview. And what that case interview means is you'll get a case on the spot, something fairly similar to what we're doing, but in a much shorter amount of time. And they're going to test your ability to communicate effectively, logically solve problems, and creatively think through them. And these kind of cases are a huge factor in whether or not you can get hired. It can also help showcase certain extracurricular dedications and any kind of ambition to develop skills.
So the company that you guys are all going to be working on is Spotify. Now, we selected this company because it is a really relevant company that I'm sure all of you have experience with, whether you're friends of Spotify, whether you're team Spotify or team Apple Music, you'll be sure to enjoy this case competition. Now, we also put the link here where you can purchase this link where you can purchase this case, but we will also send out that link in an email to you guys so you have access to the case study. Now, going into some logistics about the actual competition. So before you meet on Monday, you should obtain the case. You should purchase the case. And then you should read about our expectations for round 1, which we will share in a separate video, which we will send out to you guys with this one. Then after that, after your class, You guys should meet with your teams, which are being split up by your mentors, your Management 111 mentors, where then you need to meet with your teams, kind of set out a game plan for going forward, because you do only have 2 weeks before September 9th when the first round is taking place. And when you do come on September 9th, please be sure to dress in business casual attire, and please make sure that one of your team members has a computer or an adapter which is compatible with HDMI, because you need that going forward and to be able to present. Now, with round one, there are going to be judging. Sorry, there are going to be 3 rounds of judging. Round one, like I said, is Friday, September 9th. This is going to be a 10-minute PowerPoint presentation. Please do be sure to have an HDMI compatible adapter or computer, followed by 5 minutes of Q&A and then 5 minutes of feedback. In order to compete in this round, you need to have a PowerPoint presentation, not Google Slides, and you need to send it to us by 11:59 on September 8th. We will be checking that, and we need to have access to your PowerPoints before so that we can put them up and make sure that they are good to go. Now, round two, we will select 8 teams from round one. These teams will then have until Sunday, September 11th at 12 p.m. to resubmit updated slide decks. Now, this is not a presentation. You will just take the feedback that we give you and change your slide decks, but you will not be presenting any of the ideas. From these 8 teams, we will then select 3 people to move on and compete in the finals on Monday, September 12th in class time. Now, this class is a mandatory attendance. These 3 teams will be presenting in front of everyone, as well as SOM faculty that Dean Babinski has selected to be the judges. This round will be a 12-minute PowerPoint presentation with 5 minutes of Q&A and 5 minutes of feedback, and then we will announce the winner from these 3 teams.
So we have provided a few recommendations and essentially a framework of success that we believe will help you in the Spotify case. The first thing we recommend is to meet as a team and to really do a close read of the case. That means read the entirety of the case and look at the exhibits at the end, which are typically graphs and charts, and obviously meet with that team to really decide what problems need to be fixed. The next thing that we recommend is actually rereading the case after that first or second meeting to get a better understanding of how your specific recommendations fit into the prompt, and to once again go through the exhibits to really get a good understanding of Spotify's current position. The last thing we recommend is to conduct a thorough case analysis as presented, which means identifying key problems and making structured recommendations that solve them. We recommend really explaining and diving into the implementation information, financial information, and risk considerations throughout this presentation. And we obviously mandate that you're using recent and relevant information without copying Spotify's actions. We can easily Google what Spotify has done, and we know exactly where they are in today's current climate. So our goal isn't for you to restate that, but for you to think creatively and create hypothetical scenarios that can show how Spotify can improve and move going forward. Additionally, we're big proponents of dressing for success. And in this case specifically, it means dressing in business casual. So for females, we recommend conservative button-ups or blouses with business pants and an optional jacket and closed-toe heels or flats. We also recommend strongly against wearing any jeans. And if you have any more questions or information, your Management 111 mentors would be happy to help you. With men, we recommend conservative colored dress shirts, sort of like what I am wearing right now, with a suit jacket and an optional tie. We also recommend matching shoes and belt, and khakis or dress pants with closed-toe shoes as well.
So like I said, you do need to submit your presentation by 11:59 on Tuesday, September 8th in order to be able to compete on Friday. Now, one team member must send your PowerPoint presentation, and I said PowerPoint, not Google Slides, to consulting@mcgbinghamton.com by 11:59. You're going to name this with your last name and your room, or the last name of your mentor and the room number that you are in. We will send out the Google Sheet where you can choose your room number, where you're going to be presenting before the actual competition. Now, if you guys have any questions, we do have a help session on Tuesday, September 6th at 6:15. That is in Classroom Wing 102. But aside from that, you feel free to contact us at Consulting at Binghamton or MCG Binghamton, or on any of our other various social media sites. You can also reach out to me and Matt Plotzker. I'm sure you can find our emails in the Binghamton Register. But if you have any other questions, please reach out to MCG or Dean Babinski, and he can forward our emails. Thank you.